Thank you for watching this video that I call The Disrespect Continues. Why? Because 3 days ago on March the 3rd, I read a transcript of an interview from David Coulhard. Many of you know who David Coulhard is. Some of you who may not, allow me for 2 seconds. David Coulhard, in my opinion, was an average Formula One driver that raced from 1994 until 2008. FYI, he did race for Red Bull. Maybe what I'm about to say should not be a surprise. On March the 3rd, the transcript states that David said the following: Max Verstappen is one of F1's greats. Once I read that, I remember an interview he had with Max Verstappen dating back to December 21st, 2021, when he said, "Congratulations, Max. That was an effing awesome F1 title win." After the interview, at least when he thought it was over, he didn't realize the camera was still running. He said, "It was an awesome, wasn't it? Well done, son." So March the 3rd, when David said the following, it was what he said. Here's what he said. He said, Max Verstappen had more than proven his towering talent by the way he clinched the 2021 F1 title at Yas Marina. He said, "I knew he would either crash and become world champion or he would catch up and become world champion." Shockingly, he said this: "As soon as there is a gap, even if it is not really a gap, he goes for it." What? He said, as soon as there is a gap, even if it is not really a gap, he goes for it. Most of you remember Ayrton Senna. I wasn't old enough to watch him, but I read many, and I've seen many of his videos. Ayrton Senna was accused as being reckless, dangerous for doing exactly that. Yet David is now praising Max for creating his own gaps. Even it is not really a gap, he goes for it. He said, regardless of what happened at Abu Dhabi, Max Verstappen is the rightful world champion. Then he goes on to say this: Max Verstappen, according to David, managed to get into Lewis Hamilton's head. For me, that's the biggest lie ever told. Max Verstappen managed to get into Lewis Hamilton's head. A bold-faced lie. Lewis Hamilton got into Max Verstappen's head. That's the truth. He said no other driver had that effect on Lewis. Another lie. Again, this is why I call this video The Disrespect Continue. The trend here is that David is once again jabbing Lewis, disrespecting Lewis. Everything he says is directly poking at Lewis Hamilton. He says Max is mature. What? He said Max got into Formula One at the age of 17 and won at the age of 18. That reminds me of Lewis Hamilton, who in 2007 was 18 years old. Yet Max Verstappen has been in Formula One for 7 years, going 8 this year. And if it wasn't Michael Massey, Max Verstappen would still be rightfully chasing his dream of becoming a world champion. Lewis Hamilton, in his first year, led the championship and lost it by 1, which I think it was by design, by 1 point. He says, Max doesn't speak down to people. He doesn't say, I'm the world champion, I'm a multimillionaire. That's a direct insult to Lewis Hamilton. He's directly addressing Lewis Hamilton when he said that. He said, we know very well what fame and fortune do to people. It changes them. Again, directly addressing Lewis Hamilton. That's my opinion, and I will stand with it. He said, Max is a humble guy, is a regular guy, unlike the sentence you can finish yourself. Unlike Lewis Hamilton is what he's saying, in my opinion. That's why this is a disrespect to the greatest Formula One driver in history by one of the most average Formula One drivers in history. I couldn't let it go. Certainly, it is personal opinion, and I always said on every one of my videos, everyone's opinion count. I welcome your opinion. I welcome your input. It's always a pleasure for me to share. This I see as a disrespect to the greatest ever, and I couldn't wait but to say, can't wait to hear what you think. Thank you for watching always. May God bless you.